Hey guys, what's up? It's Frank here from Altcoin Buzz, and today we are looking at Cosmos Hub, Atom, currently in 29th place. If you are an investor or a trader of Atom, this is a video you will want to see because we are seeing a very important pattern here on the 3-day chart. We are seeing multiple signs which are signaling that the price is going to go in one particular direction. So stick around until the end of the video to figure out which direction that is. Also on the 4-hour time frame, we are seeing a very notable pattern which has strong implications for the price moving forward. If this pattern plays out, we are seeing an 81% probability that the price will move again in the mystery direction, which you will have to wait for until the end of the video. Now, for those of you who don't know, Altcoin Buzz is first and foremost a crypto investment research company, and we have been providing you numerous 100x returns since 2017. So if you want to get in on that action, join our Altcoin Buzz access group where we document up-to-date research covering undervalued altcoin gems, NFT minting opportunities, and our portfolio strategies. So click the link up above or in the pinned comment section down below to take part in the action today. Also guys, KuCoin is having its first Futures Global Team Battle. In this challenge, you stand to win very interesting prizes and share in $1 million USDT prize pool. You will also get prizes for the best teams, the best team leaders, lucky draw prizes, newbie airdrops, and much more. Joining this challenge is very simple. You just go to futures.kucoin.com/activity, a link which you can find in the YouTube script description down below. Then join a team, invite your friends, and start trading. The mechanics are very simple. The more trade volume you have, the more prizes you will win. This challenge lasts until July 31st, and Altcoin Buzz is taking part as well. So if you would like to join our team, then find the link in the YouTube description down below. Also, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you don't miss any future updates. And finally, please note that none of this is financial advice. Okay, so as mentioned, we are seeing a very interesting pattern on the 4-hour chart. There are multiple signs on the 3-day chart that we are going to move in one direction. Again, wait until the end of the video to find out which direction that is. But let's start out here on the weekly chart to get the bigger picture. First of all, we have seen a pin bar candle over here, somewhat of a pin bar candle. Usually the body of the candle should be smaller and the wick should be larger than the body of the candle. So it's not technically a pin bar, but it's close to that. And this is generally a bearish candle. That being said, we are seeing a lot of bullish volume here. We are seeing volume above the average volume over the past several weeks, which is a good sign. It gives more confidence for this move up. On the MACD histogram, we are seeing something very interesting. Look at this. Ever since the 23rd of May, we have seen it ticking up and up and up and up and up. And now almost we have this elusive green bar, which we are waiting on the histogram. That is when the MACD line and the signal line cross over here. Once they cross, we will have this green bar. But of course, we have another 6 days left to wait before we get confirmation of this. So anything can happen, but if we do see this, this is a very good sign. A lot of investors are often looking at the MACD histogram on the weekly time frame to determine the direction of the trend, and this would be a very good sign moving forward. So we have to wait for this weekly candle to close to see what will happen. So last time we were looking at Atom USDT, we were looking at this descending channel, these two tops over here and these two bottoms over here. Of course, we broke bullish out of that. So as a trader, you always want to be updating your trend lines when you see a new pattern forming. And of course, now we are seeing a new channel. These channels are very, very common, by the way. So it often makes sense to draw them. And if you have enough dots to connect, in other words, at least two, then it's very easy to do. And so here you can see that we are in a new channel and we are somewhat in the middle of that channel, which does provide some uncertainty as to which direction we would move next. That being said, if we go to the 3-day time frame, we are seeing some very notable signals. First of all, we are seeing these two pin bars. The first pin bar is not as bearish as the second one. The second one here, this is a classic pin bar where the body of the candle is significantly smaller than the wick. The wick is pushing us up and taking us right back down. So this is bearish sign number one. Bearish sign number two is that we are resisting from the 20 EMA with both of these candles, both of the wicks taking us down below or to this 20 EMA. And now, of course, we have seen a candle which is going below. So that is not a good sign. And furthermore, on the Bollinger Band, you can see a very clear resistance from the upper Bollinger Band. So this is a signal that, yes, we have seen several periods of bullish action on the 3-day chart and on the daily chart, but now we might be seeing a correction. Furthermore, on the MACD histogram, we are seeing the potential, if this day closes at the same price at which it is currently, we are seeing the potential for the very first histogram bar signaling a loss in bullish momentum. As you can see, this bar is just marginally lower than the bar prior to it. And prior to this, we have seen bars continually ticking up all the way up until now. So this is a sign to me that we are very likely going to see some sort of correction, or at the very least a consolidation in price over the coming days. Finally, let's go down to the 4-hour chart. Here we are seeing this notable pattern here, which is the broadening descending wedge. Now, according to centralcharts.com, in 81% of cases, the pattern's price objective is achieved when the resistance line is broken. You can see here is the price objective. So let's assume that we have found support here and that we are actually going to break out of this. And in that case, we want to get our price objective by getting the top of this down to the bottom of this move and then extrapolating that onto where we could potentially find a breakout. But of course, don't forget that we would have to break out of this upper diagonal resistance line before we could enter this trade. That being said, traders who are more eager to enter could enter on this bottom diagonal support line. But as we've already noted, the 3-day time frame looks somewhat bearish, so it's somewhat unlikely that we actually will find support at this current price. Also on the 4-hour, we are seeing a clear downtrend as well as a break below the lower Bollinger Band. If I get rid of the EMAs, you can see this more clearly. This break of the lower Bollinger Band suggests a move of bearish momentum. As you can see, we have a lot of volume taking us down here, a lot of confidence in this move. So not a good sign for the bulls over the coming days. So if we do break the current price level, where are the next most likely supports? Well, let's first of all zoom out to the 1-day time frame to have a look at that. So on the 1-day time frame, we are seeing that where we bottomed out is a potential for support. You can see we had a low over here at this price before. It also marks the low of this high volume profile zone. So let's mark that at $9.229 as a potential support. If we break that, the next support is likely at the bottom of this previous daily low at the $8.798 level. We also saw previous price action. If I just bring this trend line out, you can see that we had pivot points here in the past at this $8.78 level. And then finally, if we break both those lines to maintain the daily uptrend, we really don't want to break the $7.424 level. That would be the next likely area of support. And of course, if we break that, then we are very likely going to break the previous lows that we've seen here on Atom USDT of the $5.5 level and potentially go down to $4.749. But that's a big if right now. When it comes to resistance, let's go to the 4-hour time frame first. Now that we have a downtrend on the 4-hour, we are looking at this previous somewhat of a double top here at the $10.285 level. The level after that would be this zone of resistance. Let's just mark it at the top of this zone at 11.361. If we break both those levels, then let's go to the 3-day time frame and see if there's any notable resistance up ahead. And of course, interestingly, there isn't. There is this big liquidity gap which starts, let's just say that if we break this level over here, you can see we had several candle closes at this level, the $12.47 level, then it's all systems go for the bulls. There's very little liquidity up there, and we'll likely see a very solid move up. So in summary, Atom has had an impressive move of just over 100% since its previous low, but we are seeing these strong signs on the 3-day time frame that we are likely going to see further downside price action. That being said, we are in an uptrend on the 3-day time frame, so no need to be excessively bearish. And on the 4-hour time frame, we are seeing this broadening descending wedge pattern, which if it breaks bullish, we'll see an 81% chance of reaching its price objective. And let's just actually calculate that price objective. Let's say that we actually do find support here and then we move up, then that price objective would take us up to, well, this previous resistance that we talked about, the $12.47 level. That's of course assuming that we break this resistance line on the 27th of July or so. All right, guys, that's been it from me for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check out our other videos. We post about technical analysis, fundamental analysis, on-chain analysis, cryptocurrency news. So don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell and to like this video if you liked it. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.